Take me and abuse me, I got no. I'll make a trade with you. Do anything you want me to. Money times. Into one viewer in there, yeah? Calm. Bro, why does this never work? Oh, it does work. It says I'm retarded. It says there's one person watching. Fuck me, can you piss off? Fucking hell. Holy shit. No, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Oh, mate, Gunter, mate. Fucking hell. You literally still passed fucking Nova funded, so you absolute mount. Alright, I'm going live on tickers and all, boys. Quickly send the announcement in, then we'll get into the charts. Why not auto-correct it? Like, YouTube isn't a huge fucking company. You know it's not spelt with a fucking lowercase y. Just auto-correct it, for fuck's sake. So unhelpful, man. So it always takes me a minute to send in my announcements, boys, because Discord's on the phone is actually so unhelpful with what you need. For some reason, every time I try to at everyone, it adds this fucking geezer called Ever Tolson, who, oh my god, if he ever joins the mentoring, I might actually just tell him to full port is funded, because you do not know how annoying that is. Every time I want to send a message, oh, Ever Tolson, you had to make your name so close to everyone. It's calm, because we're here. Alright, let's go. Let's fucking go, lads. Don't like the way this is set up at all. A bit like wedged in between, that's when it's the best. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, boys, trying to get the camera set up quick. A lot easier said than done, believe me. Believe me, this is easier said than done. Phone has got anemia. Okay. Bro, why did this work so well originally, but now it's just shit? There we go. That's better. Actually smashed in place. Alright, boom. What are we saying? What are we saying, boys? This indicator is good, bro, but it's so broken. It's a joke. I'm mainly looking at potentially getting into shorts right now. Just, are we high enough? Filled the 4 hour. Let's test something out. Wait. Yeah, chat, let me know what we're looking for. Let me know what everyone's looking for. Yeah, to be fair, we could come higher. I do like the look of shorts, I really do, but I just don't think right now is the time. I just don't think right now is the time. It's ridiculous. Morning, CY. Morning, Daniel. What you saying, bro? Morning, Tommy. Morning, Adrian. Market's looking decent. Yeah, they are. Shorts look decent on EG. Looking for shorts on EU. I'm looking at EG shorts, EU shorts, EU shorts. Literally everyone on my page, on my YouTube, is on EU and EG shorts. I mean, I'm the same. I'm looking for the same. I want us to come off of here and down into there. Same with EG. I want us to come off of our imbalance and down into there. Bear in mind, we got this CRT on EG, which is fucking beautiful. This is the CRT we was trading yesterday. To be fair, I'm not going to lie, chat. We was so unlucky yesterday because we called the market perfectly. But it was what I was saying, where you can call it perfectly and get it wrong. Like, again, we was looking for a CRT, this big candle here. Which obviously EU gave us and then traded right the way down. So yeah, we're just looking for that secondary little sell-off there down to that CRT. GU as well, we had that hourly candle, sorry, 2 hour candle, again, perfectly what we wanted to happen. Took the big candles higher, so we wanted to trade down into the low. And then EG, exact same thing. Well, to be fair, EG was a bit higher. I actually did try and take EG and ended up losing the trade yesterday. Everyone double tap the screen. What you're looking at on EU. Yeah, we'll get into the charts, boys. Let's get 2k likes in here real quick. 100 man in here. Start getting into the charts. Yeah, in terms of yesterday, we did have a sweep of this high. So we was looking at shorting down to the equivalent low. I believe it was a 4 hour. Oh, we'll get rid of that. No, it was a daily candle, my bad. It was a daily candle. It was swept once, so we was expecting it to just trickle down, but then it was swept again. Which was our confirmation, but then yeah, we just got stopped out. So yeah, this is basically what we saw yesterday, was that move down. So we just wanted to capitalize on that. The better move really was to wait until a break of the high and then get in. So we wanted a break of, let's go to this quickly. Yeah, we wanted a break of the Asia high and then we sold down. So here we have actually got that nice break of the Asia high. So we can just look for entries to be getting in. We've got this imbalance here, which again, we do want to fill this imbalance, chat. So this is the thing that I'll say be careful of today, is the move I think we're all looking for EG. I'm going to draw them on now simply. This is the 4-hour time frame. It's up, down, EU, up. Oh, I hate when it does that. Is fuck off. Up, down. So EG, EU, exact same, and then GU, again similar. Up, down. Right, so bearing in mind that is what we're looking for. Just double check the DXY is giving that same thing. Yeah, the DXY is giving the same as well. I mean, if we look at the DXY, what happened yesterday? We had the Asia session manipulated, so these lows you see represent the Asia low. So I'll give you a little review. We took out the Asia low, and this is the Asia high, and then you can see just rallied up into the Asia high, which would have given nice opportunities for EU and GU. We've now made that next leg, so what we're looking for is that leg to continue to the upside. We've obviously got this big fair value gap within on the 4-hour, which I'm going to go ahead and draw on the chart now. So from there to there we go. And then if we go down a few more, see, this is where I'd kind of want this price action to be taken out because it's equal lows. So I would like it to come lower, which is why I can see all the pairs coming a little bit lower. But yeah, we'll see anyway. We got an hour and a half left of it. We got a while left of the kill zone, to be fair. Looks awesome, right, Lou? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean awesome? What do you mean? What we saying though, boys? 120 man in there. About 60 on the YouTube. What we saying on the YouTube as well? Let me know what we're looking at. Everyone's saying EG and EU shorts, to be fair. That's all anyone's really looking at. So let's entertain that idea for a second. I'd want, to be fair, boys, I'd want this high to be swept. I'm going to be honest. I'd want this New York high to be swept. Same with GU, because GU we've filled it, so we've got to be coming for something else. So for GU, it is going to be, in my opinion, this last bit of imbalance from the New York. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to draw on... I'm slurring my words for some reason. I'm going to draw on lines instead, just so our chart can be a little bit cleaner. Let's get rid of this now. Right, so we got our draw and then our target here. Drag it out a little bit more, and I'm gonna make it. Just so our chart's a bit cleaner, boys, and we can see what we're doing a bit more. Right, so that is our imbalance there on the 4-hour. And then I'm going to move this one up here because you can see we have this lower time frame imbalance. It's been partially filled but not fully filled, and we have a wick in line. So that's what I'll be looking to get taken. Obviously, as I said, we filled this 4-hour already. So we should come into this now. Same thing, I'm going to draw on lines just so the chart gets a bit cleaner. Boom. And I don't know where that is anchored to. Boom. Alright, so now we've got it drawn on. I can move this so our chart looks a bit cleaner. So you can see we are looking pretty correlated for EU and GU. They're moving, by correlated we just mean they're moving in the same direction as they should. Halfway through an 18-hour are 288 pips short on EU. I don't know how you are halfway through. Might be on that, must be on the higher time frame, but fair play. Everyone's saying GJ clean, GJ clean. We'll have a look at GJ in a minute. Let's quickly stay on EU and EG because that is what most people trade in right now. Yeah, as for the EG POI, I'm not going to be too anal with it. I'm not going to overly look for the exact point because EG will be less pips as well. So EG is only, so to that low EG is 33 pips. So that low EU is, I can imagine about 50 pips at least, 60 maybe. Yeah, 70 pips. And GU is, yeah, 60 pips. So EG you can see is about halfway that distance away. And plus EG is something that we know moves very quickly during the London session. So yeah, let's entertain that idea for a sec. So this is our imbalance that we're trading within. Let's make it a little bit brighter. Let's make the background a bit brighter so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, everyone's saying they're looking at short. So let's just, I mean, yeah, the imbalance, it's been inverted, that's for sure. Be in mind though, when you're looking at imbalance, you want 1, 2, 3 candles, and you want the middle one to be distribution, and that's your fair value gap. So in order for this to be your fair value gap, you've got to basically be in the belief that 1, 2, 3 candles, and this is the distribution. I suppose it is really out of those 3 candles, but if you're looking at the leg, I think this one's the obvious one. I think this one is the obvious one. Obviously, we'll track order flow. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw it on. So we see how we react off it anyway. Looks like we might tap in. To be fair, it's a super, super, super small one. Like 1 micro pip small. Let's get that on 10 so we can see it, because fuck me, that is tiny. Okay, that's why it's so tiny. Right, there we go. So you can see we tapped into that. So we'll see if we move down after mitigating. But the main bit I'm interested in is this fair value gap there. If we invert this, then yeah, I'll be looking to go. On the 1 minute, obviously we are seeing market structure shifts. So I'd say this is a market structure shift here, just above that imbalance. So obviously we've got a low, high, and then obviously made our way down to break that low. So this is where our change character is. What meme coin is this? This is the meme coin known as Euro, the Euro against the Great British Pound. And to be fair, recently in the world, I suppose you could call these things meme coins, because Jesus Christ, is the economy an absolute meme right now. Why is that a market structure shift and not a liquidity sweep? The reason why we'd look at it as a market structure shift and not a liquidity sweep is because you should never assume that you know more than what the market's showing you. So people will tell you, yeah, assume it's a liquidity sweep. Never do that. Never ever assume that it's a liquidity sweep, not a market structure shift, because what you're doing is try to outsmart the market. You are never ever, no one in here, not me, not you, not your mum, not your dad, no one is going to ever outsmart the market. It's impossible to outsmart the market. So if you're looking at every market structure shift or every change character and going, nah, I think I'm cleverer than the market, I think that's a liquidity grab, you're going to get absolutely cooked over and over and over again, and you're going to come out like a well done steak. So the only way to do it and to not get done like that is to just trust what the market's showing you and have your certain confirmations. So for example, yeah, I would see this as a market structure shift, but if, for example, we made a fair value gap to the opposite side and then respected it, then I'd assume it's wrong. So you've got to have certain parameters to assume that it's a liquidity grab. So I don't know, maybe you think because we tapped into this imbalance, then it must be a liquidity grab. If you're thinking that, then that's fair play. But yeah, you shouldn't really assume until you've seen it actually happen. But yeah, it looks like we're booting past this imbalance. So we'll see. Euro, what's the Euro doing? Euro's obviously getting a little bit of weakness. Again, I do want us to sweep this high. A downside, 100%. 100% can see us coming down. I've got a lot of objectives to be met. So we go through the objective. Mainly, to be fair, is this CRT. I think this is as clear as day. Absolutely as clear as day. If I show you, let me make this a bit brighter. Right, yeah, so get rid of this as well. Make that dotted. Right, so I'll make them actually normal lines so you can see. But this is the candle that we're looking at the manipulation of. So yeah, a pretty obvious one, I think. This is 100%. It's just this 100%. It's buy. Just give it time. It will dig into that 4-hour candle, however. Yeah, I mean, we're rebalancing right now. We just swept that inversed and FEG and then respected an FEG. I think it's better to look for stronger setups than losing money. What? Good advice, bro. Appreciate that, Damo. Easy exit liquidity. 0 trades this week. Fair play. Oh my days, bro. This guy's account got deleted real quick. He put the somethings can. I'm not going to say what word he said because it's going to get me banned, even though the word isn't inherently bad. I think the way he was trying to use it is oh, okay. I've now realised what context he's using it in. Fair play. Well, not fair play, but anyway, this is the exact same sort of area of price that we're looking for on GU. And you can tell, boys, if you check the time of when that is. So Tuesday at 10 o'clock for the GU. And for EU, Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So we know it's significant because we're seeing similarities amongst different pairs. Now, this always makes me think, well, let me look at 2 o'clock on Tuesday on the DXY. So where are we? 2 o'clock on Tuesday. What? Yeah, it's Tuesday. 10 o'clock, wasn't it? It weren't 10 o'clock. Was it 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock, fuck me. 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Alright, Tuesday, this is this candle here. So, to be fair, the DXY isn't correlating, but it hasn't correlated for a while. And it was an opening gap anyway. So, yeah. I mean, that's the one thing. DXY is not correlating with that whatsoever. But, yeah, to be fair, boys, recently, DXY, GU, and EU have been pretty not great for correlation as compared to as they normally are. Obviously they're still similar, but compared to how they normally move, not ideal. I'm actually gonna do the same thing with the dollar. Actually no, I'll leave the dollar with that 4 hour. But yeah, we can see the levels that I need, well, I personally want to get taken out before we're looking at shorts. I would love to short right now, but I just don't think it's the right idea. I think we've got to wait for our New York POI to be met. And we're very close to it on EU anyway, so we may as well just firm it. EG again, his target is very assured. But what is going to be the trigger? I mean, this fair value gap is going to be the trigger, right? So I suppose with EG, what my goal is right now is to not overcomplicate it, because EU and GU, as we said, it's like double the amount of pips, so you can really go in depth into the price action. But with this, you can't. All you really got to look at, right, is we have high, swept, low target. So we're heading from here down to here. So we're looking at sells. That's the first thing. Second thing is identifying the current range. So the current range on the 4 hour is this high to this low, right? So if we're looking at sells, where do we want to be? Do we want to be in the premium of the range or the discount? Chat, let me know. Let's see who's actually listening. How do people still believe in trading? Because some of us have actually still got some testosterone left in us, Uncle Phil. I think that we can actually make something of ourselves rather than going, oh no, I'm just going to never be anything. And on that note, actually, his aura is wearing off on us. We're all losing aura from Uncle Phil being in here. So you're gone, mate. Sorry. I'm sorry, mate. Premium, see you, Phil, innit? See you later, lad. Premium. But yeah, you man are right. So it is a premium. That is what we are looking for. So we draw on our fib. To be fair, let me save it. Okay, fuck me. Look at why I've got so many. This is how you know, bro. You know when you start trading, you actually do all this stuff rather than just drawing it yourself. So, alright, cool. 1, 2, 3, 1. Actually, fuck it. We'll just go bomb, 0.5. Right, and what this is going to do is this. Actually, fuck it. We might as well do the OT. This is going to give us our 50%. So that's our high, that's our low. And by drawing on this indicator, so we'll get rid of all of that. We're just going to leave on 1, 0, and 0.5. And that is going to give us our equilibrium, 0.5. That is going to give us our equilibrium. So if we're looking at buyers, we want to buy at this discount area. If we're looking at sells, we want to sell at this premium area. So we're in this premium. How can we solidify it a little bit more? Well, we can use the OTE, which is the most probable area for reversals. I just realised I've drawn it the wrong way around. 309. There we go. Right, so that is, as you can see, pretty much bang on in line with this order block. banging in line with this order block. So this is definitely where I'll be looking to get into sell. So to be fair, anywhere around about now is where I'm looking for my setups to occur to the downside. But you can see it's really simple with how we're actually marking out this chart. We've got a CRT level that we identified. So on the daily, remember it's a big candle. A CRT is when we have a big candle, we take out the high, but close back within the range. So you see how we wicked out and then close back within the range. When we do that, wick out and close back within, we're looking for it to move down to the opposite side of the candle, especially when it's a big bulky one like this. So it's literally drawing two lines. So then you've got your liquidity grab, which is up and now, and then you've got your target. And then all we do is identify our current range here to here, and then look for confirmation sells within. So now let's have a look. You can see we did react off of that imbalance earlier. So you can see it was right to not consider this one to be our main inversion, just because, again, with fair value gaps, you need to know how to use them. You want to do one where the middle one is a nice distribution. All right, so obviously broken this high now. I'm going to draw it on nice and clean. Alright, so we've broken that high now, and we have now got a new swing low. So we've got a new low to break. So our current range is from where? This low to this high. So let's see what the market gives us. This good trading, man. Nice to see someone doing it right. Appreciate that, Nick. Appreciate that, bro. Bro, you're expat. What do you mean, G? What do you mean, Quadria? EU swept in at FEG. Yeah, use TVC DXY. He's using the wrong DXY. Wait, what? Well, I'm using the wrong DXY. Better not. DXY is better different though, isn't it, compared to which? Oh shit, yeah, to be fair, it's good. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's because the 4 hours are different, innit? Yeah, to be fair, I should probably switch that. Let me switch it quickly. Actually, no, you know what? I'll leave it. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie, chat. I actually like capital.com, the fact that the hours are different, because it gives you a different context. Everyone's saying you're very good to trade. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, TVC is actually lined up, but with this, the 4 hours are different. So you can see the 4 hour starts at 1 when it would normally start. When it would normally start at 2, for example. And what that means is the candles are different. So, you know, you're not just like becoming a zombie and just blindly agreeing with whatever EU and GU says, because you have to reassess it. But yeah, I probably will change back to TVC, but I've been liking that. I forgot I even changed it, bro, to be fair. You've literally just reminded me, so cheers for that. What we saying on YouTube? Hi Louis, please can you look at UJ? Yeah, so we'll look at UJ. Let me write some of these pairs down, what people want me to look at. UJ, EG has a 50-minute also. EU on selling area. I see Euro USD sell area. How did you get that? How did you get that OT tool, bro? So you just a Fibonacci. So you just draw on your Fibonacci and you put these levels on. 075, 705, 7962. These are the 3 levels, and then yeah, you draw it from top of your range to the bottom of your range, and then you get your OT levels. Yeah, GU's obviously swept that high now, which is lovely. EU's also swept it and come into this. So we did the right thing to wait. And remember, when we have these reversals, they do take later in the day to come through. And the euro is very, very strong at the moment. Very, not overly, but just very strong. Not insane. TVC better, bro, because it's not delayed. It's live feed, but it's not that deep. No, I always use TVC in it, but then I remember I changed it because I don't know when it was, but it was lagging out for ages, innit? I remember TVC was broke one week, like a month ago, and I just never changed it back. They're all live feed though. I'll put the extra one at the bottom just so we can switch if we need. Just for argument's sake, we'll mark up this one as well. Again, this is the Asia high, which was taken. That, and this is the Asia low. So again, the nice big candle to be CRT'd, you can see played through lovely. Again, we're looking for a nice retracement. And then a nice buy. Yeah, it's not Mace, by the way, it's Louis. It's Louis on stream, as it is every single London session, CL. Jesus Christ, you've been following us for God knows how long. You still haven't worked it out. Yeah, really nicely in line with the 1 hour fair value gap as well. What you saying though, CL? Even though you do have a poor memory. So yeah, this is the levels that we wanted to see hit. This is the hourly, so we want to start seeing reversals round about now. I know price is quite violent to the downside, but it's just what tends to happen. It's proper annoying the way it doesn't show you the deviations on anything other than, like, I think TVC is the only one that actually shows you. Oh, what's this? Featured. What's this? New GU just dropped. What the hell? Look at this, boys. New GU just dropped. Cold. They got the new GU. I mean, it doesn't work. It's telling me that's Asia session. I don't think it is. I just don't think it is. Money's a fiend, do you know what I mean? Look at AG. I have no excuse. I just want you to use me. Make me and abuse me. I got no tempers. You could trade with me. I'm gonna have to put that song on, I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna get taken, well, I'm really gonna get copyrighted on YouTube, but we'll demonetize us in. I'm entering EU, so yeah, we just want to wait until the right time. We just want to wait until the market confirms it, but it's go time now, so we're going to look for entries. So yeah, now we're just waiting for reversals. Alright, this is a lot nicer as well, boys. So if we look at this, look at the actual imbalance, you can see it's the big distribution candle is the one that holds the imbalance, same as here. So keep our eye out on that. If we close below that, to get rich quick. Alright. So if it does invert, what we'll be looking for is something along the lines of and this is what I'm going to be looking for. Just going to wait for the confirmation on that. Going to wait for the close below. How long we got left? We've got 3 minutes left to the close. Is the DXY not rejected for a 4-hour bearish FEG? Bullish FEG we're rejected off, bro. I'll double check though. Give me 2 seconds. Hey, 71 people on YouTube, 155 on the TikTok. W's in the chat. Right, we're really getting ready to actually get into prior day low. Still 5RR. Yeah, nice. This is 7.2. Confluence is what pair play. This is EG. It does say down there if you're wondering what pair it is. 2-6. Oh, bro, I hate doing this. This is so bad for me, chat. This thing here is literally run out, so it's burnt the whole time. But you know when you just need it. Right, looking nice though. Bear in mind if you did want to wait for a change of character as well, we've got this low here. EU as well. Right, let's make this a bit brighter. A bit 5, so you can see behind it. Same with GU. GU's filled it fully, which is lovely to see. The price action looks a little bit cleaner as well, to be fair. Let me quickly go. Alright, maybe not. I mean, GU's very up, down, up, down, up, down. So you can see we're starting to see consolidation, boys. If you notice, look at the difference between... We've got clear legs, up, down, and then suddenly it gets very, very accumulatory. So all we need is that accumulation to turn into distribution to the downside. Looking at EU is a bit awkward as well because it hasn't really got... I mean, order flow is... We are starting to see order flow flip. Like, if you look at this, we should tap into this order block and move down. But we did tap into... We tapped into this bullish order block here. So you can see... Sorry, bearish order block, sorry. So this candle here on the low. Taps into that and run. And then we should tap into this one and run, which is sort of what we've done. So it does look like all the flow's flipping right now. In terms of imbalances, we need a close below this here though. We need a close below, let me draw it out. We need a close below that, which we should really get. Has EG had that close yet? Let me know. Have we had that close on EG? Alright, EG has had that close below. So EG's disrespected our bullish order flow and it is now looking bearish in my opinion. So GU's a lot harder to depict because we don't have any fair value gaps to all the way down there. 15 minute we've got this order block. EU, what do we have? EU we got nothing really to all the way down there. So EU's looking nicer for me, especially with EG looking bearish as well. Bear in mind, EU hasn't actually done anything yet. EU's still got to confirm it. Obviously, by shorting EG, we're looking for the euro to get weaker and the pound to get a bit stronger. GJ, please. I'll have a look at GJ. Bro, EU TP, I'm into EU sell, I short EU. Look, like, a lot of people are entering shorts on EU just willy-nilly. Not willy-nilly, but just like mad, man. Give me 2 secs, boys. I'm quickly need to pause it. I'll be on pause for literally 30 seconds. Hang on. Let's see how many people leave it, like 150. Let's see how many absolute zero concentration guys have left. Where's this shit? Boom. GBP 29. Got on MetaTrader. Boom, boom, boom. Fuck that off. Got on MetaTrader 5. Switch them right account. Boom, 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 boom. When we go to EG trade, go sell limit. Bear with me. 85607. do one more with a little bit less risk. First thing. 5, 8, 5, 6, 5. Sorry about that, chat. I'd like to pause it real quick. Yeah, EU, we need the close below. We need the close below this fair value gap. That is an absolute given. There's no point getting into EG until that's happened. I know the order flow looks nice to the downside and all that, but we need an inversion. We need the market to actually speak to us, actually tell us something. Appreciate the gifts, boys. Why don't we enter? We don't have MSS or boss. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not entered yet, mate. Not entered yet. We're just waiting, just preparing ourselves, making sure when the time comes we are ready for that. This is annoying. In terms of swing high and swing low, I'd probably say this is our low. So this is our low. And this is our high. EU. Probably say, again, it's really awkward to be fair, chat, but I'd say this is our low and this is our high. Difference with EU is we've actually got a solid FVG that looks like it could be rejected. Yeah, just waiting for EU. Oh, for a sec. Yeah, boys, double tap the screen. Let's get 10k likes in here real quick. Everyone double tap the screen. Everyone double tap the screen, boys. If we get 10k likes in here in the next 5 minutes, then I'll stay on for another hour. If we get 10k likes in the next 5 minutes, I'll stay on for another hour. Fuck it. And I'll go all the way through this trade with you, man. Whether it lands or whether it doesn't. Everyone double tap the screen. You'll get a temporary reaction off EU, so you'll get a temporary reaction off EU, so your trade seems valid, bro. What do you mean, mate? You bullish? I'm assuming you're bullish then. Yeah, boys, make sure you drop a like on YouTube as well if you're watching on YouTube. By the way, I'm live on YouTube if you want to see full screen and face cam for whatever reason. It hit 4-hour FVG, should make a move down. Yeah, I agree, mate. Looking at the exact same thing, to be fair, mate. I mean, this is just... And this is for all of our pairs, so really... Where's everything gone? There we go. Right, EG's actually had that market structure shift now as well. Which is good, but I do kind of want to get tapped in if you could. I do want us to come back, but we've had that extra confirmation now, which is decent. And in where that old fair value gap was, we've actually made a new one as well. If you can see that there. Drag that out. Bro, don't do this, alright? Do not do this. Do not do this. Don't you dare. If this chart even thinks about dumping without tagging us in, I would literally rather lose the trade than not get tagged in. I would rather lose the trade than not get tagged in. And that is no cap. That is actually no lie. I would much rather lose than it run like that. And that's just something you've got to be aware of on your own psychology. I know that that's a fact for me. It doesn't make sense, but it's just true. The hardest thing for me to deal with is running to full TP without getting in on the move. That annoys me more than anything. So got to make a conscious effort to not get pissed off by it. Yeah, we've had that change of character on EU as well, which is nice. So we can see that is moving down. The order flow is being respected. 2-6. Why does your London session start at 8? Is it not meant to be 7? So that's when the European session, as we call it, or the European Central Bank opens, because they're an hour earlier than us. So this little gap in between, this will be when Asia finishes, European Central Bank opens, and then the next hour is when London actually opens itself. Yeah, Sesame's here, he's here. Yeah, boys, if you do want to get in the Discord, Sesame's about to drop a link right now so you can get in there. Keep up to date with my trades, learn my strategy and all the rest of it. We've got a very good community over there on Discord. It's the main hub of where we do everything, to be fair, boys. Yeah, I mean, with this GU now, we've had the change of character. You're looking for the exact same thing with EG, which is, I mean, it's a nice confluence, to be fair. Right, so you'd go on the 50%. Stop loss on the highs. And TP on that CRT low. Again, giving a really nice RR there, boys. Really nice. And we're only aiming for 75 pips. I know it's a lot. 75 pips is a lot, but for a 7.5 to 1, it's actually not that bad. Actually, really not that bad. Really not. How far off of entry? 8 pips off entry. GU, yeah, GU doesn't have any inversions, so that's so much harder to try and approach it. We do actually have a 10-minute fair value gap, to be fair, so we'll mark out that, although it's not the best. Still mark it out. We'll see if we do close below that 10-minute or if we do just respect it. Bear in mind, we do want GU to be a bit stronger if this EG is to play out. Bro, your live views are 70. Why, like, on live stream only 13? Wait, what? Bro, your live views are 70, but like on live stream only 13. Why? Yeah, trust me, that's true, Glitch. Why is there 72 people in here and 13 likes, bro? Can you move the screen so we know which pair you are talking about slightly to the right? Yeah, it does say there, bro. It does say down the bottom right. Says what pair. You rejected off the hour 1 FEG, nice, and bang on 61 of the fib. Yeah, exactly, one of that. Yeah, but to be fair, exactly what we looked at as well. That. We've got our OT here, which we tapped into, and we got this 4-hour FEG, which has been absolutely boomed past pretty much. Then we got the hourly FEG, which has been filled as well as the half hour where we've taken the liquidity above the New York session, and now the market's actually looking pretty nice. Okay, EG, better not do this to us. Better come back up, you little rascal. You little rascal. Yeah, but we only see first pair, so we don't know exactly. Oh yeah, true. Alright, Mr. Glitch. Alright, let's hopefully we can come up a little bit slowly. We still got a good amount of time left. We still got a half hour left before 10 o'clock, so we got a while. Let's actually look at the market on the hourly time frame just to see what's going on. We're going to get rid of everything and just look at the price. So hourly, lovely. We're seeing CRT at that high. EU hourly, again, lovely. Seeing CRT at that distribution. And GU. Again, lovely. We're seeing CRT this, but GU is still stronger than the rest, which is really what we want. The RR on this one, mate, is about 7 to 1. Yeah, EG, I mean, DXY again took that low perfectly as we wanted. Fill in the 4 hour, and we are starting to see CRT of that low, of that London distribution. So All in all, boys, I think we've got a pretty decent position here. EG, if you want to know TPs and that, you're gonna have to get in the Discord or go on the YouTube stream or something like that, because I don't want to get taken down on TikTok. I do offer mentorship where I teach this strategy and all the concepts within it completely and utterly from scratch, whilst also live streaming with you boys for 2 hours every single morning, looking for levels. Before I jump on TikTok, I'm on with the members in the Discord for 2 hours, breaking down the charts. Yeah, and I teach my exact strategy, etc, etc, etc. So if you're looking to get mentored, boys, my mentorship is there. And if you're just looking for an easy ride, you want to copy my trades specifically, then we do offer signals as well. It's mine and a few other people's trades that we've copied and stuff. Bro, I'm from India and random find your channel. I like your trading style. Big up India, man. Who else in this live is from India? Let me know if there's any other Indians in these lives. Let me know, TikTok or YouTube. There was a mad thing happened in India, didn't it? Between India and Pakistan, I think. Didn't actually read fully what it was, but I just know it was... I know them countries hate each other for a start. Actually Google it. Or maybe if someone's from the area, let me know. Are you sending these into signals, bro? Yeah, I will, mate. I have no excuse. We get rid of, I must have another. Where's the other trade somewhere that's labelled, or this fucking one? There we go. Yeah, we just need it to retrace up a little bit. That's all we need. Just need a slow little retracement up. What the? Come on, bro. Why am I getting lag all of a sudden, chat? Why am I getting lag all of a sudden, chat? Right, I think I'm sweet. 150 man in there, let's go. W's in the chat. How many we got on YouTube? We got 70 on YouTube, 150 over here. So we got about 300 something, no, about 200 something people watching right now. About nearly 250 people watching. Trading the London session, getting it done, grafting, putting the work in that we know we need to put in. Right, we literally need to move up for 5 pips, bro. Is that really that much to ask? Not even that, 4 pips. Oh, but I bet when you get to my entry, you'll happily move up 4 pips towards my stop loss. To be fair, boys, yeah, so what I'm trading here, the main strategy you're seeing, it's called an Asia liquidity grab strategy. And that is essentially what we're doing is, you see all this here, all this bunched up price that seems like it's not actually doing anything and it's just there to accumulate. Then, yeah, that is what it is actually there for. That is what it does. The Asia session accumulates. So that green box is the Asia session. So you can see, if we look at yesterday, what each session does, and I did say this yesterday on live, I always say it. Asia session accumulates, London session will manipulate, and then the New York session will distribute. So if we look at the prior day, for example, Asia session didn't really do much, right? It moved up and then moved straight back down. So it actually went from there to there. It didn't really move, right? It was basically just sideways. Then what did the London session do? Took out the low, and took out the high, so manipulated. So he took out the low and then rallied to the high. So manipulated the Asia session. So Asia session accumulated, London session manipulated. Then what did the New York session do? Distribute, right? It had the big move. So in order to be a really good trader, you need to understand that certain things happen at certain times. TikTok is banned in India, buddy. Oh, fair play. Fair play. Yeah, so we got the low there, high there. So accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. And notice a key thing. The London move, the manipulation from this Asia low to the Asia high was actually against where price wanted to go. It had nothing to do with where we actually wanted to go, right? We had nothing. It had the DXY. I'm sorry. The price clearly wanted to move down. It clearly wanted to distribute to the downside, but each session has its own objective. Each session, not every session can move down because the market can't just be like that forever. Each session has to do its own thing. Asia session generates liquidity by moving sideways. London session manipulates. So what this move up's done is it's convinced loads of people to buy. So loads of people have loaded up their buyers. So there's loads of liquidity in this leg here. And then the institutions have took the liquidity above the London high and put all their sells in there and swamped everyone out. Which is why you need to know what happens at different times. So, for example, when this Asia session low gets taken, I know it's going to rally into the high 9 times out of 10. Which is why we're taking the Asia high here. We're looking for it to rally into the low and sell down, right? So, yeah, it's important that you know your different times. And boys, if you do want to learn, then make sure you're getting into my Discord, man. Make sure you get into the Discord. Someone comment the Discord now if you can. What's your entry and TP number? I'm not going to say that on live, bro. If you do want to know that, you can get onto my Discord and it's over there. Someone in EU. I think most people just waiting to be tapped into EU. Am I the only one who can't see what he's marking? Yeah, no, to be fair, I've got like a camera in it, so I was using my finger on the chart. But yeah. Got a sharp rally up now. Sharp old rally up. Yo. Bro, what time frame do you recommend? You got to trade all throughout the time frames. Boys, if you're a beginner trader in here, send me a message on Instagram or send me a message on here or on Discord and I'll help you out. Whether you're an absolute beginner or whatever it may be. This is my Instagram, with Chess Effect. Just send me a DM, I'll help you out. No strings attached, anything you need. I'm there, I'm willing to answer any questions. I do trade full time, I've done for about 2-3 years now. So, yeah, boys, send me a message on Instagram if you want help or DM me on here. Yeah, the main stuff that we do, everything is in the Discord. So you can see, we've got the levels and everything sent into the Discord. Oh, bro, do not even think about it. Don't even think about it. How close was we to entry? This is where the market tries to take the actual piss out of me in front of 250 people across 2 platforms. 0.4 pips away from our entry, so hopefully we can come up a tiny bit more. Right, yeah, the EU would be in, but I'm not really prioritising EU. I'm prioritising the EG personally. So if we look at the 15 on EU, we've actually got a 15-minute fair value gap here, which was sort of filled and then rejected a little bit. I mean, it's still absolutely valid if you want to get in. It's absolutely fine, but I would just prefer EG. But yeah, we'll see how they run anyway. We'll definitely see how they run. 3, 2, boom. GU as well. Yeah, GU, did it invert that 10 minute? Yeah, GU just not inverting this 10 minutes. So, be interesting to see these next 2 minutes what we actually do. Oh. Just a bit straighter. What's the session indicator? This is our own session indicator, bro, for our members. It is called, there you go. Sessions, ranges, and equilibriums by Richess Effects. So that is us, Richess Effects. So get into our Discord, boys, and just say in the free chat, send me the indicator, please, and then someone will send it to you. Or just send me a message on Insta or something. You got tagged in at the 50% mark. Yeah, on C Trader. You got tagged in on C Trader at the 50% mark. Nice. Nice. Yeah, chat, let me know if you're getting into this or not. Just entered EU, bro. Fair play. EU moved to IFEG. I'm only the only one who can't see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, chat, let me know. I'm in EU South. Just created higher low. Can't lie, entered shorts on EU. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are getting in now. A lot of people are getting in shorts on EU. Let's see how we do. I'm in EG and EU shorts currently. Bear in mind, you are double short in the dollar. So if the dollar has a crazy pump, you're going to lose both. So bear that in mind, Laris. It's probably not the best to do both. Pick one or the other, but fair play. I hope it works out all roses for you. GU long. I'm not really looking at GU. GU seems to be the most bullish of my... Oh, my God. Do we have news? Okay, I mean, we'll take it, boys. We'll definitely take it. Risk it for the biscuit, broski. As soon as I said that to Laris, we dropped like 10 pips to the downside in fucking seconds. Whew. Alright then, how many points was that? 12 pips, about 15 pips in a second. What the fuck happened? What happened, boys? Let me have a little research. YouTube, what happened? Well, what was that dump in it? At least it was in the full in full bought-in sales now. What on earth was that? What am I even gonna look on? I normally look on Twitter and it works. Yeah, chat. What was that? What was that? I mean, I'll fucking take it. Take it 20 times over, mate. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, did the pound, I'm assuming the pound, I mean, even the pound, bro. To be fair, the pound's now filled this imbalance. Right, so we're talking about actual imbalances. It's going to be, we did close below that. Yeah, we did close below that, but it's a bit of a shit one anyway. Actually, we'll leave it on. We'll leave it on, to be fair, but I mean, ideally, this 15-minute is the one that we want to see get disrespected. To be fair, I'm not even going to leave it on. It's just dead. Yeah, the 15-minute is the main one. This 15-minute FEG here, which it appears like we've filled. And then, yeah, EG's got the 15, but it's a bit lower down. Like here. Sorry, EU, that is. And then EG. And EG ain't really got jack shit. EG just needs to move to the downside, to be fair. We've got this order block here, so I'll be cautious of this order block. See if we tap into this. Bro, that is so annoying. To be fair, if you went on 50% of the actual FEG, not the IFEG, then yeah, you would have been tapped in. So yeah, you would have been literally just tapped into the pip. And yeah, it would have been literally the exact same. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a little bit annoying. But it is what it is, boys. You can't really do much about these situations. Yeah, we was literally, so our actual entry would have been, to be fair, I might check my phone and I might be in because it spreads, I don't even know. But if you can see that middle line there, so our entry was 0.4 pips away. Beautiful. But no, it is what it is. You can't really be too upset with stuff like this. You sort of got to just firm it, which is what we will do. And yeah, like I said, I probably might even be tapped in. I probably am tapped in if I was to check, so. A missed trade is better than a bad trade. 100%, Monica. if though. So lucky was sent into signals. Yeah, this was sent into signals, boys, if you're wondering. EU is the position EG aligned for the short 2. Yeah, I was definitely prioritising EG. I was prioritising EG over GU and EU. I mean, my biases went really, we went through it this whole live, but my biases were short. I ideally wanted to short EG, if not EU, if not GU. Well, to be fair, I ideally wanted to short EU, but EG was lining up nicer. So, yeah. Bearish on all 3, but I went for this one. And then second, I would have gone for this. And then third, I would have gone with GU. So they're the 3 pairs I trade anyway. So when you join the mentorship, boys, and the signals, they are all the signals. They are going to be the pairs that you're trading. And you're going to become an expert on trading those pairs during the London session. An absolute expert on those 3 hours, 4 hours of the London session. GU just powering up. I mean, that's exactly what we want. We want, as we said, pound to be strong and the euro to be weak in order for EG to just continue down. Which is sort of what we're seeing. You can see the pound, even on the 1 hour, if you look at the CRT with most, you look at the actual candle, EU's got a nice sort of CRT aspect to it. And GU just doesn't at all. And DXY does as well. The DXY, you can see, look, we've got this 8 AM distribution candle, took the low, and we're starting to rally up to the high. The exact same thing that we're seeing on EU. There. And then GU, you can see, is just not giving it. GU's just a lot stronger, so bear that in mind, boys. Yeah, for me, EG was the one. So we're running about 2R up on this. We want to come past this order block, start encroaching within this order block. How much funding have you got? About 800k, bro. It's between 2 people though, between our company, but 800k. EG will 100% come back to entry. I mean, I don't know, you can be 100%, but fair play. My EU tapped in, my EG didn't. Fair play. What pair is this? This is EU, EG, mate. It does say down there. I have no excuse. I just want you to use me. Take me in. Didn't get tapped, EG. Why is GU so strong? The pound has been stronger than the euro and the dollar just like recently in the last couple of months. EG taking the absolute piss, not taking me in. What do you think about that massive Wicklow? Just got to firm it, bro. Just got to trade through it. Why is GU so strong? Yeah, didn't tapped in. 3.6 banks on NQ this morning. Lovely. Let's go. Lovely. Do you risk 1% per setup? Yeah, we do, bro. Yeah, 1%. You can risk 0.5, but I prefer risking 1. Tapped into my order block now, so let's see how we do off the order block. To be fair, we're a lot safer on EG, a lot safer, because we can sort of handle a nice impulse to the upside and not even get taken out of break even. Whereas EU, you can't go break even just yet. I don't really go break even anyway, but just if you do, look to do that. Yeah, boys, anyone interested in mentoring or signals, make sure send me a message on Instagram, TikTok, or Discord. You're best off messaging me on Discord. So join my Discord, and my name on there is Louis. You'll see me. My name will be on in gold when you join. So message Louis on Discord, and then Instagram is the second easiest, and then TikTok is the third easiest. So if you want mentoring or signals or one-to-one support, anything you need, we've got you covered. Or boys, if you're just a beginner looking to get started and you're not trying to spend any money or anything like that, or buy any services or anything, you just want to get started, just let me know, man. I need $400 more on EU to pass phase 1 of this FTMO. Nice. What account size is it, Stu? Loads of free tools on YouTube. Yeah, a lot. Wow. So yeah, boys, my Instagram is RichesseFX, and so is my YouTube. Same as the pinned comment where my finger is. So DM me on Instagram. And as I said, Sesame will comment my Discord, and my name on there is Louis. I might as well show you now quickly. So this is me here. Yes, guys, this is what I look like. I've been exposed. To be fair, if you do want to see face cam and full screen, I'm live on YouTube as well. But yeah, when you join the Discord, this is me. So just send me a message, or send me a friend request or something. Boom! Let's go. Boom. Is it you falling as well? Exactly what we wanted. GU remaining strong. You can see that fill of that. Look at those fair value gaps. This is what you need to be doing, boys. So even if you're not necessarily catching the trade, you still need to be marking out order flow. You get so much knowledge by marking out this order flow. So for example, this fair value gap, right? We marked out. It's been filled and then moved on. Right? You're not going to be. It's going to seem very random unless you do this. And even if you're not trading it, it's still good to be right. It's still good. You know where price is heading. So now you know our internal liquidity was here and our external liquidity was here. So we just take an external liquidity. What do we do after we take an external liquidity? We take internal liquidity. So I'll probably be looking for this order block to now be filled. Right? So you just get little bits of context the more you actually track the market order flow. So I'll mark out this line and see if we can re-tap into this. EU on the other hand, yep, nice. That should be decent for our EG. Let's have a look at what DXY is doing. Yes, Lou, passed my 50k MFFX funded on Tuesday and just passed my phase 1 5% as 100k with EG. Lovely, boys. Let's go. Right, boys, this is what I'm saying. We've got members that have caught this EG. So as you can see, I'm not making this comment up. I'll show you on YouTube. You can see here. Passed my 50k MFFX funded on Tuesday and just passed my phase 1 5% as 100k on EG. So, boys, that is 150k funded almost. And this is obviously the EG trade. And it was sent in to the members, the lucky old members. And I'll show you here quickly. Where are we? Where are we? Boom, 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 boom. We've got on dingles. You can see is the levels on the chart, etc., etc. But boys, there is people achieving it day in, day out, boys. Day in, day out. 15k lights loose sets fire to a fart. I've always thought if I managed to do that, I'd probably just retire and join the circus. Like if I had the ability to set my pots on fire, that's an insane skill. But yeah, boys, people honestly getting people getting funded daily. So mate, just think about it, yeah. Congratulations to George. He's been a member with us for a good while. But yeah, George, he's 150k funded, which means if he risks 1% of his account, that is the equivalent of 1.5k. So if he's making, let's say, a very normal amount, let's say he's making 4 to 5% a month. You know what, let's be even more conservative. Let's say he's making 4% a month. So he's making 1% a week. 1% a week is pretty easy, right? That means he'll be making 6k a month. 6k pounds a month off 2 funded accounts. And that's just the start. He's only just started to make it. He's been with us learning for a while. And now he's only just started to earn off it. And now he's going to be earning 6 bags or something in that vicinity. And this is not me going, oh, you can make this every day. You can make this, da 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 da. I'm giving you percentages. 4% a month, 1% a week. So I'm not being stupid with it. It's levels, it's numbers that you would actually realistically hit. And just from hard work, and boys, the difference is with us and why George is going to find himself getting funded and actually making money off trading is because we're actually hands-on, right? A lot of people, you're going to sign up to their mentorship, boys. You pay $1,000 and you get some videos and that's it. With us, you pay nowhere near $1,000. You pay $49. You pay $49, right? And you get all of our videos, of course, same as what other people would do, but then you also get online tests. So after each section, there's a test. So it makes sure that you actually know it. Fully online, fully automatic, and it tests you at each stage. So you can't just move on because you think you can. Second to that, we're live every single day from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. with our members every single day. All right, so I'll be saying, for example, you may know when I come on the live, I was saying, oh, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. But you would have been on there from 6 a.m. and you would have known, all right, Lewis said he's looking for sells today down to this low. And we've got a fair value gap here. We've got our range being high, low, and we've got a fair value gap here. So Lou's buys for the day is sells around this fair value gap area down to this CRT low. And you're going to get 2 hours of that every single morning, right? So the difference with us is we're very hands-on and we actually help you out, boys. We're not just, oh, here's some videos and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm live as well on TikTok for free, but for our members as well. So if anyone does want to get in the Discord, boys, get in the Discord. GU is not moving good. Yeah, to be fair, if you got into GU, unlucky for you. But I mean, it's moving good on our behalf because we sort of want the pound to be strong so EG can move down. So I'm not too bothered about that. I'm not too bothered about that, to be fair. I'll be hoping for more of the same, in fact. But yeah, boys, if you want to get in the mentor room, as I said, $49, boys, and it is, I promise you, we do money back guarantee anyway. If you're not happy, you will get your money back, and there is zero chance you'll not be happy with our mentorship. Once you get in there, you realise, oh my God, these boys' videos are so easy to understand. It's taken me years to understand this concept, and now it's just clicked. And people say that all the time because me and Mace are also relatable. We're probably similar to you, similar age, similar location, want similar things. We probably have similar hobbies, similar mates. You know what I mean? You need to learn off someone who's similar to you so it actually sinks in. Yeah, pre-London, that's what we call 6:30 to 8 a.m. Monday to Friday with our students. But yeah, really, really proud of some of these members, the comments that I'm seeing come through, especially George with that 150k funding soon. EG wiser setup, I think, both good, but with the pound strong helps EG. Yeah, exactly. Also have those cleared CRT targets to the downside. Yeah, and I think the good thing as well, Adrian, is them CRT targets are a lot closer to being hit. As we said, it's only 30 pips, so we can definitely just see it getting hit, and then maybe even New York session and Friday has just a different movement or something. So, Miss DG, could you go over it one more time? Want this 4 hour to close within the, yeah, I'll go over EG in a minute. Want this 4 hour to close within the next, to close below within the next 5 mins. Did you get tapped in, Lou? I actually haven't checked. I haven't checked yet, and I'm not going to check. I don't see any benefit in checking, but I will let you man know if I did or not. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we got 4 minutes, boys. So we have got 4 minutes until the close of this 4 hour candle. So till 10 o'clock. And what we want is a close below this fair value gap. So we've got this fair value gap here. You can see we wicked into it and filled it. So we can close below, which I mean we fucking should. Because we are fair, actually to be fair, we're not even that far off. But we should. So if we close below it, then that is very, very nice. Because it shows that we're sort of rejecting off of it, right? We're rejecting off and we actually intend to then go to the external low. What's happening with EU now? Let me have a look, bro. I'm only in EG, so that's the main one I'm focused on. Yeah, EG just sitting in minor profit, about 1 RR, half an RR up, something like that. But this is what I always say about trading, boys. If you're one of them people that's actually absolutely shit scared all the time, close your trade. You can close your trade now, right? So again, let me use real examples. So I always like using real examples so you lot can understand. All right, I'm going to do it to the pip. So 0.57 R up. So let's say 0.6 R up, right? Let's say you are my member, where is he? George. Let's say you're George, who's just got 150k funded. So you've risked 1.5k on the trade, and you're currently sitting 0.6% percent up, right? So you're sitting 150 times 6. What is that? 750. 900. So you'll be 900 quid up. So now you actually look at it in real world scenarios. So say you're 900 quid up, right? 900 pound up. You can either look at this market here and go, cool, I can take this 900 pound and be done with it, and I've made 900 quid today, and that's it, and that's me done. Or I can set my stop loss at break even, so I'm not guaranteed to make any money, but I'm guaranteed to not lose any money. So then that gives you a 0% risk, but then it reduces your chance of actually making. Or you can leave it open and say, because if that hits TP, that's, let's call it 7R. So what is 1.5k times 8 equals 12k, right? So you can either leave it open for the full TP for 12k, close it now for 900, or set your stop loss at break even for potentially 0. So it is all up to you, boys. You remember, you are the one in control. I always say you should leave your trade open to run to the full stop loss or full TP. But never forget that you're the one in control. You are the one in control of these markets. You can, not of these markets, but you can close and you can get in and get out whenever you want, really. Like, it's completely and utterly up to you. It's lagging. Someone said I'm lagging. Got 80 man on YouTube. Come on. YouTube's building, boys. We've got 80 man on YouTube, 160 on TikTok. What I'm going to do, boys, if we hit 15k likes before 10 o'clock, then I'll drop a discount code. So we got 2 minutes. If we can get 15k likes before 10, then I'll drop a discount code so some of you man can get in the mentoring or Discord for pretty much the cheapest price you can. Oh, we've got 1 minute left. 1 minute left to get 15k likes, boys, and then we'll drop a... Yeah, I'll drop some codes for mentoring and for signal, so you can basically get in for... I'll do half price, I think. What's you doing? I think a lot of people in the chat are on EU. I'm personally not. I don't know if you would have it placed or not either. Big facts. Since I started watching you guys, I've been more consistent in getting up at 6 AM and watching the market and learning. Brilliant, man. And that's half of it. Having the dedication and actually being there every day is half of it. I'm now just getting on with market structure, no MSS yet on EU. I mean, it depends what time frame you go down to, really, doesn't it? But I suppose. We want GU to remain strong though, really. We don't want GU to start coming down. That's not going to be good for EG. How much is a pip worth? It depends how much your lot sizes are and what instrument you trade in. Oh damn, right, 15k likes hit. Shit, that was quick. Alright, give me 2 secs, boys. Let's make these codes. Jesus, nearly opened the worst thing to open. Yeah, right, boys. Big up for you, man, for hitting that. Big up for you, man, for hitting that fucking goal, though. I think this is my biggest YouTube stream I've had as well. I've never had 100 man. Okay. It's lagging badly. Yeah, Bear Man have just left. It doesn't say I'm lagging, what? EU pushing up. GU pushing up. EG's probably pushing up as well. We've got a really nice entry on EG, so to be fair, a lot of people weren't even tapped in, so people probably wanting it to come back up anyway. This is lagging badly. I don't know why I'm lagging on YouTube. It shouldn't be. The Wi-Fi is actually good. Give me 2 secs. I'm about to drop those codes, boys. Everyone getting the Discord ready for when I drop those codes. I'm going to drop 50% off mentoring and 50% off signal, so you can get in for the cheapest price ever. For hitting that like goal so quickly. Big up to you, man. You still think EU going to be bearish? You took out 5 min highs. Yeah, we'll get into EU in just a sec. Let me quickly make this Account. We're going to EU. Yeah, probably not, to be fair. EU's probably going to move to the upside. Should not have to do this myself. Where do I go to find the code? Where do I find the codes? I have to go, bro. Go to my Discord, bro. Someone's going to comment it now, my Discord. Just copy it, paste it in browser, and then it'll be there, bro. So all you got to do is I'll show you. I'll show you quickly. Show you quickly. Right, so be on the free chat. Oh, stop lagging, bro. Please, fucking hell, stop lagging. Right, so you can't, when you join, you go in the lobby, you see the free chat there. I'll just put a message there so you see. So I'll just put a message there so you'll see me. But in the free chat, that's where I'm going to drop it. I'll drop it with a link and the code for you to sign up for the signals or mentoring. Look at this EG then. So all the blocks been tapped into, but I mean, the CRT is bearish, our higher time frame is bearish, so we should be alright really. We should be fine. We should actually be fine. Give me 2 secs, boys. Yeah, I'm just getting them codes ready now. Will it be half price, bro? It will be half price. It will be half price, boys. Yeah, that's the Discord there, mate, fellas, so make sure you get in there. Right, let's go over. Moving quite slow now, but we should still get that movement. Disrespected the FVG. Yeah, exactly. David, nice to see you in here, mate. Yeah, right, I'm about to drop these, boys. Everyone be ready in the free chat because there's going to be limited numbers, and hopefully I can see some of you man in there. Hopefully I see some of you man in there. Oh shit. Hopefully I see some of you man in there. Listen, man, as I said, it is extreme. For what we do, boys, you know you're getting guaranteed results in terms of we are going to be there whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, boys, at 6 AM, we're going to put through a notification on your phone saying the markets are here, the markets are open, get out of your bed, get on the stream, start making money, start making moves, stop being lazy. And having that every single morning at 6 AM with a group of 50 other people doing the exact same thing as you is going to just fucking carry you so far, honestly. But yeah, make sure everyone you're getting into the Discord. If you're watching on YouTube, Discord's in my bio or the description. Let me know if I'm still lagging as well. Right, codes have been dropped, boys. Codes have been dropped like, I don't know. Who got dropped recently? Leave him alone. Codes dropped. Alright, boys. Yeah, so go to the free chat and the codes have been dropped. Take me and abuse me, I got no taboos. Alright, yeah, code's been dropped, boys, so hopefully I can see a lot of you man in the mentorship. As I said, boys, the mentorship Signal's a little bit more expensive, but the mentorship is an absolute no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. For the price, especially at 50% off, if you can get in quick. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Bro, does the price want to move? Any questions, boys, let me know. Any questions, let me know, and I will go through them with you, man. Don't worry, G, still here. Am I still actually lagging on YouTube? Sorry, chat, let me quickly check. I'm lagging on YouTube. It reckons I am. Or chat saying I am. Really doesn't make any sense. I think it must be a problem with the Streamlabs. I can't lie. It's not me. Definitely not me. Because my Wi-Fi and my TikTok would be the first to go before Streamlabs anyway. I don't know. If anyone's got any fixes in the chat, just fucking let me know. Tell YouTube to come on TikTok. I just came from YouTube. Oh, fair play. Yeah, a lot of people did come from yeah, literally Sesame. Good man, I can fully understand why you sent that signal in, so yeah, get in there. Lovely, David. Tell YouTube to come to TikTok. Oh, so yeah, people are coming over anyway. Let me know how to pattern this lag, though. It doesn't even make sense, so I think it might be something to do with the platform or whatever. All right, we're starting to, like, honestly, we did not move for the longest time. We're starting to hopefully make this new leg down. So if we're tracking order flow again, let's just make this chart nice and simple for us. So we've got swing low. Let's make sure it's anchored to the actual low. Swing low, right, we'll make that red. And also an order block being here, right? So we tapped into this order block. We tapped into our, let's get rid of this now. Boom, boom. That can go. So we've tapped into our bearish order block. And we've got our swing low to be attacking. So really, should see a move down now. If all is well, we should see a move down. I have no excuse. I just want you to... Your YouTube is lagging. I know, boys, I know. These setups only happen when my internet is down. So you got to get in a Discord though, bro. Because the thing is, sometimes I'm on different accounts. Like if I get held off on here, then I'll go onto a different account. So that's why you should get in the Discord. So you, every time I send out a link, you know where it is. A close below 30 min FVG would be nice as well. Yeah, let me have a look at that actually. 30 min FVG. Yeah, true. Yeah, this FVG here. We've got 90 minutes left. Yeah, we've got this order block. The main thing that I'm seeing us tapping into, or tap into earlier, was this order block. So, yeah, that's it really. I have no excuse. How far actually are we off that low? We're only about 6.5 pips, so you can do that in very, very quick succession. Right, we cooking you, we're cooking. Cooking up as usual, I see, boys. Always cooking, bro. Always cooking. Yeah, them codes have been dropped in the Discord though, boys. So if you want to get in the mentoring or the signals, it is there. Really good stream today though, boys. I feel like we analysed the market pretty well. Let's have a look at EU. Is EU gone bullish now? Alright, EU. What's GU doing? Nice, to be fair. EU's a lot more bearish than GU right now. I didn't take this one on EU. We did mark it up though, so it will still be nice and we can move down. I do think we'll come down to the 15 minute. Because EU's still got stuff to mitigate, right? EU's still got to mitigate this fair value. And GU's... Well, GU hasn't got to mitigate jack shit, but yeah. Nice, just making our way down nicely. We was waiting for this EG short this morning to come to the Friday 50% to then short. The patience of the boys is so good. Yeah, trust me. Trust me. We know what we're doing, boys, and we just got to execute. We just got to execute with confidence and with patience. As you said, the first, I'd say 75% of this live was the marking up and the analysis, and the rest is just going to be psychology. And I'm answering any of your questions that you have. What's the time? 15:15. I'm going to jump off in a minute though, because I've been live for an hour and a half, and if you go live for much longer after an hour and a half, then TikTok start. Look into standard deviations of dealing range. I know what standard deviations are, bro. I know that. In fact, got the standard deviations here, lad. Got them on my chart right now. If anyone that don't know what standard deviations are, these are the standard deviations. I'll quickly show you on its own. All it basically means is that, so say the average, right? It's basically to do with a bell curve, if you know what that is. But to say the average Asia session yesterday was, or the average, basically what it is, it measures how much it can realistically move in a day. So the dealing range, so here for example, you call this 1. So this is like realistically it can get to here. But if price falls down to here, then it's starting to get a bit far before we reverse. And then if it's here, then we get into the anomaly point. So it's basically, you use these levels as like judgments for overbought and oversold kind of. So for example, once we're all the way down here, you look at, so like what you do, you look at this one, right, for DXY, and you'd say, right, this is the extreme. So if price got to here, it's the extreme of what we can really move in a day. On average in a day, we're going to move between these really, right? If not these. And then if we go down to the 3, which is this one, so obviously it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it is. And you want to look for certain deviations. So this one here, for example, number 3, which is quite would be oversold. And you look if there's any POIs near it. And here, for example, you can see there's a low, which could be considered liquidity, or an external low. So yeah, this is something that you then be saying, all right, cool. So I want the dollar to come down to here, and then it will potentially reverse, right? So for example, here you can see we tapped into the first deviation, but that's just normal. That's just a normal amount. So you wouldn't really overly be looking at reversals there, but if it's here and we've got a POI to the left, that's what you want. Yeah, that's basically what standard deviations are, chat, if you didn't already know. Pretty simple concept, but yeah, can be really powerful if used correctly. Wouldn't that be classed as an internal low? Well, it depends what time frame you're really looking at the market on, to be fair. But I mean, I suppose you could consider it that, yeah. You're using it falsely. Can I only play with credit card, no PayPal? No, we do offer PayPal as well, boys. We offer CC or PayPal. If you're having a problem paying, then just send me a message, man. My name is Louis on there, as I said. Be careful though, boys. I will never message you first. Make sure you message me first, because I will never ever message you first. But bots will. I find that useful. Would you be able to do a video for it on a mentorship? Yeah, to be fair, I need to learn a little bit more about it. I just know what it is. I just know what it is and pretty much roughly how you use it. I don't like have it specifics. But yeah, no, I will get into it. It's good for reversals, really. It's not that good for continuations. Because, like, for example, like with this, right? Standard deviation is just going to be like here. Well, it's going to be, this is going to be normal, and then it'll be like here, 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 here. So it's good for reversals. Like, say we want price to come down, hit one of these, and then reverse, then it's good. But if we just want a normal trade where we come up and then sell like that, it doesn't really give you that much, because we're just in the, like, continuations, we're just going to be within the normal range rather than like an overbought or oversold. But that's pretty much it. But yeah, boys, I'm going to jump off now. If you've got any questions, make sure you message me on Instagram, Discord, or TikTok on here. So yeah, boys, I don't want to hear standard deviation in trading. Maths cooked me already. Yeah, but it's very statistical, but like math statistics stuff. It's just a bell curve. If you know what a bell curve is, yeah, a bell curve is basically like this, right? So it's like that. It looks like a bell. You've probably seen the IQ one. You know where it's like the midwit in the middle. So for example, you have really, really low IQ. So really low IQ here. and then you've got really, really high IQ here, and they're both unlikely to happen. And then obviously the majority is like medium IQ is going to be part of this. So all you really do is you just flip that on its side and look at it that way. So rather than, yeah, if you can imagine flipping it on its side, it's going to be difficult for you to do, but I'll show you. So you imagine it basically as this, right? Something like this, which is basically like in this middle bit here where the majority of the actual bell is, it's normal. So you're not overly looking for reversals in like this point here because it's normal. However, when we get to here, this is outlier territory. So for example, like the IQs, this is where you get really high IQ, really low IQ. But same thing, this is where you get the really extreme price retracements and the really extreme price retracements to the upside. So yeah, it's pretty much how it works. It's just a bell curve on the side is essentially what it is. And then, yeah, once we get outside of like the standard dealing range, that's when you want to look for your reversals. But anyway, boys, hope you did enjoy today's stream. I will catch you in the next one. My name is Louis, by the way, boys. My name is Louis. Mace will be live for the New York session. So this is me here. I might as well show you. This is me with the Unreal haircut that hasn't been cut in about a month. But anyway, in all seriousness, my name is Louis. So join the Discord. You'll be able to see me, Louis, on there, or follow me on Instagram, Richest Effects, or YouTube, Richest Effects. Got a lot of good free stuff on my YouTube as well. But hopefully you can join the community. The free Discord community, by the way, boys, can pay once you're there if you want, but the free community is banging. So yeah, boys, Mace will be live for the New York session. So obviously, as I said, I'm live for London, and Mace will be live for New York. So I'll be back live on this account at 1, but it won't be me, it will be Mace, all right? So obviously there's two of us, Louis, which is me, and Mace. So Mace will be live for New York. He'll be live on this TikTok, and he'll be live on YouTube. So whichever one, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, follow me on Instagram, get in the Discord, and send me a message wherever you want to send me a message on. Appreciate you tuning in, whether it be on TikTok or YouTube. Thank you for the likes, comments, shares, and follows. Hopefully you learned something today, boys, and hopefully you made a little bit of money as well. Make sure you're getting in the Discord, boys, so we can stay in touch and you can be part of the community and see these lives every single day and motivate you every single day to become a trader. So appreciate each and every one of you on TikTok, boys, and I'll catch you in the next stream. Swift Pip, what you saying, bro? Yeah, it's the real one. What you saying, Swift Pip? Yeah, I'm just about to jump off now, bro, but send me a message if you want, mate. I was actually going to message you the other day, to be fair, but yeah. Sweet, boys, I'll catch you in the next live. Appreciate you. Sweet. Alright. Bro, that live, boys, was fucked. People must have watched it for so long, you know. We had 2.9k views, boys, but normally that's calm. Anyway, boys, yeah, same thing really. I'm gonna jump off because it's way past 10 now. It's about nearly 10:30. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, I think. And as I said, Mace will be live, so we'll be having a look over these positions, how they do. As I said, EG still looking decent, so hopefully we can run to this low. And yeah, boys, we are running, not the best, I'm not going to lie, but we are running 5 pips. We are running, yeah, about 1.5 R in profit. At its best, we was about 2 and a bit R in profit. So it's all right, really. It's all right. But yeah, this is probably one of my best YouTube streams. I know I'm lagging. I don't know if I'm still lagging, but it's one of my best streams viewers-wise. So big up to you, man. Make sure everyone's subscribing as well. I am now monetized on YouTube, which is pretty sick. So thank you, YouTube. Big up YouTube. And yeah, man, I'll catch you in the next stream. Mace is going to be live at 1 PM. So obviously make sure you're here for 1. Make sure you're in the Discord and make sure you're on Instagram as well. Mainly in the Discord, I'll be honest. Get in the Discord so you can sort of follow everything along. But I appreciate you all watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the subscribes, the likes, and the comments, boys, and the shares. And yeah, make sure you hit the bell notification so you know whenever we're on stream, boom, we're on stream. Because remember, boys, in the first like 5 minutes of the live, sometimes I'm doing something crucial, which is, and people miss it, and then they're like, oh, they spam in the comments, oh, go EU again, EU again, EU again, do EU, do EU. But if you're here right away, then I'll be honest, you're not going to miss a thing, and it's going to be a lot better for you. So turn that bell notification on for what it's worth. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next stream as well, boys. As I said, Mace will be live for New York. And I will see you tomorrow morning for the live. Or just send me a message and I'll see you on the Discord or whatever. But I appreciate each and every one of you, boys. And I'll catch you in next live or on the DMs or whatever. Appreciate you, boys. And I'll catch you in the next one. Sweet.